The bluebells have escaped from the woods. I absolutely love bluebells. Beautiful, such a satisfying flower. You don't usually see them on the grass, but I guess they're coming out from the woods. So, I'm a break here on Sunday morning. It's at work. Okay, I want to talk about. There was a thing that happened recently where that health ranger guy made a video about how David Wilcock had left Gaiam TV, whatever that channel's called, because it had a Luciferian agenda, whatever that means. Now, that's a very interesting statement because you know me. Oh, by the way, I want to thank you all for the support you gave me following my website being shut down by my provider. It means a lot to me, but I also know my audience are the best audience in alt media. I know I attract a more intelligent and a bit more balanced and a less Christian and Abrahamic infected audience who can think for themselves. So I appreciate all your kind words and all your support that you sent me and all the lovely messages you sent me. And that's why I love you guys, and that's why I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud that you are on my team and I'm on your team, because it is gratifying to know that there's a lot of kindness out there. Now, yeah, the Wilcock thing. Oh, yeah, and also I've got a new documentary on Open Source Occult TV. I filmed the megaliths in Évora, Portugal. I think it's a beautiful film. I'm very proud of it, and I hope you watch that too and share it around. A lovely time in Portugal. Beautiful country, lovely people. Now, and I'll definitely be back. Now, yeah, the David Wilcock thing. He turns around and he says that there's a Luciferian agenda. Now, to me, Lucifer is the only god of the Abrahamic or Middle East that's worth anything, that actually has decency and honor. He didn't do what Abraham, he didn't tell Abraham to kill his son, or he didn't wipe out cities because they pissed him off, or turned people to pillars of salt because they looked back and all this, or throw the human race out of paradise because a woman had an apple. Lucifer was the rebel who stood up against the Abrahamic demon called Jehovah, and he was cast out of heaven. Now, a Luciferian is actually a good creed. It's actually a good way to live. And what a Luciferian is someone who sees through bullshit. The light of Lucifer is the pure baptism of unbridled truth, the flash of honesty, the lightning bolt that tears down the tower in the death card, or the tower card in the tarot. It rips through the bullshit and exposes it. And Lucifer is a benevolent entity, a benevolent archetype, and definitely worthy of veneration and worship. Certainly, and if you're not going to be a pagan or an atheist or a Satanist, definitely Luciferianism is an honourable and intelligent choice. So when people in the truth movement, then you have to remember that David Wilcock is a guy who said in 2012 the world would shift into another dimension, or would just end this, and it never happened. And he was booking dates and planning things for 2013. He also made up that ridiculous story on Project Camelot, where a guy putting on the worst fake Irish accent I ever heard, pretending to be the Illuminati, was out to kill him, and he putting on fake hysterical screams like a politician who's been caught or something. You shouldn't support David Wilcock. He is, if you think he's spiritual, you have no soul, because he clearly has no soul. Look at his two dead eyes. So the Luciferian agenda was probably people in Gaiam TV seeing right through him, and he sort of made a kind of a spiritual Freudian slip there. You shouldn't be following people like that. You should be following people who are honest and direct. And I don't lie to you. I mean, I'm not some parasitic skunk and whiskey monkey who repeats the news for you on my radio show every week in order to get you to donate to my skunk and whiskey fund. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. There's a Luciferian thing for you. I am glad when you like me, but I don't do this to win your approval. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what I believe in and what I know to be true. And it's not a cynical approach to get you to build to be part of my audience and hold on to you and build you. That's why I don't do the fear thing. That's why I'm always joking around. That's why I don't make predictions of comets or shifts into other dimensions that are coming. Nothing's going to happen. Your life, you will live your life the way you've always lived your life now, except the only salvation that comes will be when you unleash the Lucifer inside you and liberate yourself. And if you don't want to use Lucifer, use Thor, use Indra, use Dunnar, use Lu, use wherever you want, Morrigan, but you, Callie especially. But you need to do that. You need to remember that. It's really, no one gives a fuck about you. No one's coming to save you. There are no sky fairies. There are no aliens coming. There's nothing out there that we've found so far. The only truth is the truth that lies within you. And that's often the most painful and dangerous thing to face. So that's why I don't hate someone like David Wilcock. I just wish that he would probably hold his hands up and say, instead of calling people like Gaiam Luciferians or whatever, just hold his hands up and say, I'm full of shit. I've made a lot of shit, done shit predictions in the past. I've said shit things that I make up stories that are not true about the Illuminati, and you believe it. Lucifer would wash over him and cleanse his soul. It would rip the flesh from his bones and expose him down to nothing. And that nothing then becomes a seed that which he germinates into something. So, you know, I know there'll be kind of lunatic truthers out there who part of this filthy Christian cunt, as a friend of mine calls it, a cunt movement, Christian United Truthers, and talking bollocks about the esoteric Jesus and all this crap and the esoteric gospels. But if you want to be part of the truth movement, you better hope that Lucifer looks upon you and rips you asunder, because then you will find the only truth.